I can be seen, from which angle I can be seen. Trying to get the best angle. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about 2024 and what 2024 has done to me, and how I have overcame the challenges that I've had before, the triumphs and the successes. So I have a bit of questions to ask myself. The first question is, what big or small have I grown? I know the one thing this year has been quite challenging. I've dealt with a lot of mental health issues, and I think the first thing is that I've grown mentally, and I've become psychologically flexible. Being psychologically flexible means I can focus more and I can think more right now, and I don't have to worry about so many things. So that's the biggest thing I've had. Sorry guys for the noise from above the aeroplane, but that's the thing that I've grown so much this year. It has been quite challenging here for me, and I thank God for that, for being psychologically flexible. Number two, I've grown and become the greatest version of myself, and what I mean by that is the greatest version of myself is I've become more, I've learned more, and I've yearned for more. So I accept situations as they are, and I've in the meantime I've developed meaningful relationship at the same time. So that's one thing I've grown. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about questions to ask yourself for 2024, and I'm trying to answer quite of them. The first one, what ways, big or small, have I grown? So I've answered that. And the second one is, like, what am I grateful for? That's a very big question someone can ask themselves. Like, what are you grateful for? For me, the best answer I can give is I'm grateful for my challenges. And these challenges actually do ground me a lot. Because if you don't face a challenge, sorry for the noise, I'm outside. If you don't get the challenges that you face, you can't grow. It's like having a test. And that test, you have to answer some few questions for you to pass that test. So for me, if I answer those questions and pass this test that life gives me, I'm able to move to the next phase or to the next moment whereby I can be able to be the best version of me that I can be. So that's what I'm grateful for. Another thing I'm grateful for is, like, I can persevere through life and be able to move on and carry it through. And another thing is, I'm grateful that God has never left my side, because there was a time that this year I faced a lot, and God has really been with me, and I'm grateful for that. So that's another question. Another question is, someone can ask yourself, like, what accomplishments and strengths I'm proud of. Can ask, like, welcome everyone. Can ask yourself what accomplishments and strengths I'm proud of for 2024. And for me, I can say, uh, I've met new people in life, and I've tried to socialize with the people, create meaningful relationships, and be able to. Oh, yes, you go, sis. I have your shout out. I have your shout out. I don't see your name well, but you go, sis. I see you. I see you. Hey, how are you doing? I'm talking about how 2024 has been and how it has shaped me to be who I am today. So that's what I'm talking about, and you're welcome. And another thing, accomplishment or the strength I'm grateful for is I'm actually writing a book about 2024. So that is something I'm grateful for, and uh, I'm really I'm really getting into it. So that's the accomplishment that I've made for 2024. Another question is, what adjective describes this year? Hmm. For me, the adjective that can describe this year, number one was challenging. Challenging in the sense that I got very many challenges. I lost a job here and there. I lost friends. I lost people who I depended on. I lost so many things. But I'm still grateful and I'm still pushing on. Another thing is, another adjective I can say is thoughtful. After losing so many things, it made me to kind of think about myself and think of what I want to do about life, who I want to engage with, and what I can do to not to get to the situations that I got to. So if you are yourself, just go and ask yourself, like, what adjective, or how can you describe this year for yourself, to see where you are at this moment and how you can project forward in your life. And another question is, let me see how many questions I can answer. um, what was the nicest thing someone did for me this year? That's a good question to ask. Ask yourself, like, what is the nicest thing that someone did for you this year? And for me, something that someone did nicest to me was to help me and give me a hand when I needed it most. And I'm really grateful for those people. And I hope wherever they are, may God continue blessing them. Because in this life, we always need people who can boost us, who can help us to move forward in one way or another. So if you meet one person who holds your hand during challenging times, someone who can be able to help you move through and push through, those are the people that you keep dear uh, into your fold. You can keep those people into your fold because they're the most important people you can have. And I think that is the nicest thing. Of the books I read this year, which was my favorite. Okay, so I've read so many books this year, but the book that I read that has transformed me was the book of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Steve Covey. That book really changed on how I think and how I thought about life. And I think that's the best book I read for 2024. and you can go and check the book out and read by yourself. You can get it as an audiobook. It really transformed me on how I think about situations, on how I deal with people, on how I go by in life situations, how to do business, how to go by day in, day out. So that's a very, very important book and the best book you can read actually so far. And actually, I read Atomic Habits. That was the second book, and it was kind of transformative as well on how to form habits day in, day out. And the small habits you do consistently lead to a big and a very big version of yourself. So you can also check out if you're a reader. I think everyone can become a reader. You can check out the books and read and see the transformation that you can have in your life and how you can manifest in your life and become the best version of who you are supposed to be or to be to the destiny that you're supposed to go to. So I'm kind of looking at so many questions here, but I'm trying to answer some. Another good question that I can ask, or you can ask yourself, is as I live this decade, what am I ready to go of? What are the things that you want to get rid of, or the things that you want to leave behind for 2024, and then you're going to 2025? What are you ready to leave behind? And for me, is number one is thinking and regretting about the past. You know, that's one thing that I want to leave behind, and something that you can be able to work on as well as a person. Letting go is not easy. Letting go of the things that you are used to is not easy, but for you to work them out and keep going and continuing is the best thing you can do. You know, there are things that delay you from the purpose that you are supposed to accomplish, and you are supposed to let them go. Why do you hold things that can derail you from moving to the level that you're supposed to move to? So I challenge you with that. Like there are things that are part of us that we struggle to leave behind. But as for me, I'm struggling to think about the past, because the past is a place just to visit but not to stay. And the present or the future is the place that we are supposed to go for. So that's a really great thing to think about, letting go. And for me, another thing I want to let go for this year is connecting with people who don't add value or who are not part of my purpose or my vision. Sorry for the noise, I'm outside. Those people who don't add value to your vision or your purpose are not supposed to be part of you, because they don't build you. You can't become if you want to become an eagle and you hang out with the chickens, you can't grow in any way. So for you to become the eagle, you need to hang out with the eagles, and the eagles are the people who add value, who go in the highest altitudes in this life to see, like to succeed, to make things happen. You know, there are people who tell you, maybe let's go hang out, and they are not doing anything. But there are people who tell you, maybe let us go to a conference, let's go to a place whereby we can learn one skill, let's start a business. You know, for me, those are the kind of people I'm looking forward for 2025. And I'm letting go for those people who don't add value. to me. Uh, the last question that I can someone can ask themselves, or I'm asking myself for 2024, is what strengths, values, and sense of purpose are important to me to anger change, to anger myself during change. That's another question. The best question someone can ask themselves, like values. Let me read that question again. What strengths, values, and sense of purpose are important to me to anchor myself during change? So, for me, number one, the first thing, the value or the strength to anchor myself during change is embracing to the change by being integrate. And integrity is having the character ethic of integrity, being whole, and being being, I can say, being whole, and not being divided, like not having a divided mind. So that's one thing for me, how I adapt to change. Another thing is to be flexible. Someone told me to be super flex, and I'm working on that. Super flex, or being flexible in many situations, can add value to your life because you're able to adapt better and move forward in the ways that you can move, and that will help you to be emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent at the same time. And that, I think, that's the best ingredient to emotional intelligence. And if you are flexible with your thoughts, my friend uses some uh, some uh, some symbols called number one, like brain eaters, like things that eat your brain. If you can get them out of your mind, then that means you're being flexible and super flex. Another thing is unwonder. Those are some of the symbols my friend uses to say things that alter our minds. Uh, and wonder is something that makes you wander away. And if you are super flex, you can be able to work on that and be able to move on really well because you are trying to focus on the present moment and the here now. Another question is, sorry for the noise, I'm outside actually. Sorry for the noise. Another question is, what new skill sets will be important for me to learn? Uh, you know, every year is every time or every moment is a moment to learn new skills, to learn new things, to learn new ideas. So for me, there's been four things that I've yearned to learn about. Or for 2024, I had four things, and I'm yearning to have others in 2025. Like in 2024, I'm trying to learn about management, leadership, planning, communication, and other things that can build up my skill set. So it's important that each time you work on maybe one or two skill sets that can boost you to the next level of your life. So have some form of skill sets that you want to learn. Maybe in 2024 you didn't have any skill sets to learn, but in 2025 you are yearning to put more in skill sets that can help you to move to your destiny, or help you to be able to manifest in your purpose. And also they can help you maybe to have meaningful relationships that can boost you, because they say your network is your net worth. So if you have a good network, then that means you'll have a good net worth. So if you work on such a things as being social, one thing about having a skill set, number one, for me is to have a clarity check every month, and when you have a clarity check every month, you will be able to which word can I use? I'm looking for one word. If you have a clarity check, you'll be able to know like what areas you need to work on, what areas that are you're deficient, what areas you are improving on, and what areas that need more improvement, or what areas that are that you're successful in. So if you do a clarity check each and every time, for me I do monthly, so you can do it weekly, daily, you know, it's up to you to do that clarity check, and that leads to success. So we'll continue that another time. Probably on Sunday we'll have another live, and everyone is welcome. We are answering questions about 2024, and to see how we can manifest, or how can we move forward to 2025 in a smooth ride. So hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday, and I wish you all the best, each and everyone. Have a wonderful week whenever you are in any part of the world. Bye bye. And remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind. So work on that. Thank you.